Welcome everyone, I'm Alison with Continental Bead Suppliers. Thank you so much for joining me today. Classic Fringe Bracelet is a versatile adornment that can be worn by itself or with other bracelets to elevate the design of your own unique stack. It has a comfortable texture that adds subtle fluidity with every movement of your wrist. Oh, the possibilities. Let's begin. For Classic Fringe Bracelet, we will be using about 5 feet of stainless steel cable chain. The part number is CH-123. I've cut this into 38 15-link lengths. A foot of 0.8mm elastomer stretch cord in clear. The part number is ELAST 0.8 mm. 18 8mm beads. I'm using faceted crystal here, but you can certainly use stone. And I've also got one 8mm large hole bead. This one's sterling, but again you can use anything. I just need the hole to be perhaps a 2mm size to be able to put the elastic through when we've knotted it. Some Hypo Cement, a couple of these fabulous little bead stoppers, and a pair of thread and cord cutters or sharp scissors. Let's begin by taking the stretch cord. We'll add a bead stopper to one end, and then we're going to just give this a little pre-stretch through. I find that this really helps in preventing the weight of the beads from almost stretching out the elastic too much. So it's just a quick little thing that I always go through. I'm going to begin by adding the large hole bead, so in this case a sterling bead. I'm just threading that on. So it'll go down towards the bead stopper here. And then we'll just start with the chain next. We're going to put 2 strips of chain through here. It's really simple to thread on. You don't need any needle for this. Once you get going, it's quite a fast process. And we'll put one of the crystals on. The chain again, 2 more lengths of chain. And then we'll add another crystal. So you can see how this is starting to come together. I'm just going to continue on with this, and I'll come back as I've got the beads and all the chain on. So I've just got one more bead left to go on here, so let's put that on. And then the last 2 pieces of chain. last one here, and then we'll put the bead stopper on the end just to stop all this hard work from falling off. So here we have our things all threaded on here, and at this point we can actually just try this against over our wrist and just make sure that the sizing is correct. So literally just roll this around and see that that's going to be the right size for us here. So the next thing to do is to just tie this off, and the way that we do this is with a surgeon's knot, and it just sort of complicates the knot a little bit and stops the potential of this stretch from slipping. So carefully I'm just going to take these bead stoppers off, bring the two ends together and start with just an overhand knot here. And I always turn this around a little bit. So I'm going to go under once, and then I'm going to go under again and just pull this nice and snug like that. And then I'm actually going to do it one more time. So again, I turn it round, over once, and then over again, and just pull the knot snug. Okay, so that has, you can see the knot here, there's nothing is slipping here. So what we're going to do now is just seal this knot with a little bit of Hypo Cement. I just like to keep this away from the beads. Just a dab to keep this all together. That's it. Always tricky to put these ends back in here, which I will do after. Let's put that there and just leave this for a second to dry. And I'm just going to carefully snug this knot into the bead here, just like that. So I've just moved the bead over the knot, and then I'm going to trim this down with the cord cutters, and the knot hides nicely into the large hole bead here. So you can really use any large hole bead, but this is it just finishes things off so nicely. And then here is this gorgeous fringe bracelet, classic fringe. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please give us a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, we love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. And here is classic fringe bracelet as part of my favourite stack with some labradorite and some moonstone. I hope you enjoy this project.